Good evening, guys, and welcome back to Tom Wilson Racing YouTube channel for a quick look ahead to day two of the Cheltenham Festival. First of all, quick recap on day one. Obviously, we had Mystical Power in the Supreme. A little bit disappointed to see him get beat, really, considering that he went past Slade Steel. I think that's a huge, huge run from Slade Steel to get back up and win there under Rachel Blackmore. We had Gaelic Warrior in the Arkle win, return 3-1 winner. And then we also had Twig hit the place in the hit the frame in the Ultima, a big prize. We were a massive race with the Ben Pauling stable, and then we had Miss Manzor and the Boodles hit the frame as well. A little bit, a couple of disappointments in between. Irish Power obviously hit the frame in the Champion Hurdle as well. So mixed bag, but some positives to be taken going into day two, that's for sure. So without further ado, we are going to get on with tomorrow's racing, starting by looking at the Birmingham Bingham. No bet, really. I backed Ballyburn last week at 4-6 when it looks likely like he was going to go for this race. But no fresh bet here. Ballyburn should take the little beating. Slater will give him a massive form boost today. Predator's Goal could maybe run a big race, but no fresh bet there. Ballyburn should take all the beating. They'll get favourite backers off to a winning start. Plenty of multiples with him in order for tomorrow for you guys out there. Let me know your multiples, your best accumulators that you've got on, or any winning bets from today in the comments below. Be really keen to share your success. The second race on the card is the Brown Advisory. Now, Factor File's been talked up here like he's an absolute good thing for this race, but I'm sorry. I'm going to be siding with Stay Away Faye here. Now, he's got course winning form, obviously from winning the Albert Bartlett last year, and he has been pretty faultless really in his chase, three chase starts so far. I'm just getting his form card up here just to refresh my memory. So, Grade 2 winner, Sandown beating Giovinco. I think he was always just doing enough that day, but that win came on soft ground, which would be bode well for tomorrow. I think he's probably the price he is 72 because of his third last time now. But what people fail to forget is that was in open company. He was beaten 3 lengths by Capadana, who's a season's change to when conceding £3 there. I don't particularly think that was a bad run. I think he'll come on for the return to Cheltenham. His 2 runs at Cheltenham have both been fairly good. Yeah, I think it's worth a bet there. Obviously, Paul Nicholls' horses are in flying form as well, coming into the festival, 36% strike rate, Harry Cotton with 35% strike rate. I think that we're going to get um, stamina testing conditions once again tomorrow. So I think this could be a massive, massive benefit for Stay Away Faye tomorrow. I'd take 72 or 5-6 bar Factor File any day of the week. Obviously, Gaelic Warrior has given his form line a little bit of a boost after unseating in that Leopardstown race. But how can you take him? That form, he's yet to race over 3 miles since his point-to-point days. He's won a 2-runner race. He was well beaten by American Mike on his chase debut, and then he's beaten Sam here by 17 lengths. I don't think that form's all that great, if I'm absolutely honest. So yeah, that's Stay Away Faye for me, 7-2. Moving on to the Coral Cup. I've had 2 bets here. I've had a bet on Brazil, first of all. There he is, 14-1, but I've backed him Sky Bet with the 8 places, 10-1 now. I'm running slightly bigger myself at 10-1 is the current price, so we'll back him at that again. For Patrick Roche, it's a pretty straightforward case, really. You're looking for horses that are rated in the 130s here. 9 of the past 15 winners were rated in the 140s. 12 of the past 16 winners were age 7 or younger. 18 of the 23 winners have run over hurdles 9 times or less, which Brazil hasn't, and nor my other selection. And 11 of the 14 winners have previously run at Cheltenham. So, course form is vital here. Brazil has that, having won the Boodles back in 2022. He's got big field form, having won a 21 run of Boodles, as already mentioned. Let's have a look here. His highest RPR over hurdles, 140. He's pretty ground versatile. He's unexposed over the strip at Galileo, so you would expect that he'd appreciate the step up in trip. I think he's a very, very fair each way bet. My other one, slightly bigger price, taking a bit of a stab here with Nicky Henderson's stable form, 16-1 though. We're going to have a bit of each way on First Street. Was on a wind up here. Similarly to Brazil, he's had more runs than would be ideal, and he has lost all of his four starts here at Cheltenham, but um, he did the company that he was keeping in that day those on those four starts. Sorry, just getting a bit distracted now. Looking at my notes. So yeah, he's lost all four of his previous class starts here at Cheltenham, but he's second in the 2022 county hurdle, good form behind State Man, and his form at Cheltenham has been in far deeper company. Look at that, he's come third behind Marie's Rock. I think he's running to Constitution Hill, maybe here. I'm not too sure, but even you look at his form of late, his last two runs. It was behind Lossy Mouth, behind Constitution Hill. There's nothing of that standard here. So I think a drop back down into handicap company could really benefit this horse. He's also got form in big field, having finished second in the 26 run county hurdle back in 2022 when he was beaten only a length by State Man. Obviously, we know what he's going on to do. Having won the champion hurdle today. Let's have a look. So he's beaten only 6 lengths on his only start over this trip behind Mary's Rock and Dashel Drescher. He was running off a mark of 142 when he was beaten a length by Stateman. He's now only a pound higher off the mark of 143, so I think he's fairly well handicapped as well. He's had the wind surgery. I know Nicky Henderson's horses are running to that great of form at the moment, but I do think he could hit the frame at a big price there, 18 to 1. So we'll have a bit of him each way as well. Quite Mother Champion Chase. Now, I've been chewing and throwing over this for a long time. Now, my mind's been made up by the prices. 1 to 2 about El Fabiola now. He's probably the most likely winner, but I've got a slight concern about him, about his jumping. He does have a tendency to knock one out the ground. I think if Edward Stone adopts the front running tactics, his jumping could come under a bit of scrutiny, let's say the least. And I think 1 or 2 winners could be forced. Now, I'm going to be a bit counterproductive here by saying that I'm going to put up John Bond, considering the absolute howler he made last time out when running here at Cheltenham. But you're getting 5 to 1 about John Bond as opposed to 1 to 2 about El Fabiolo. His recovery run after making that mistake was really encouraging to get back up just behind Elixir de Nuts. Now, I think had he not made that mistake, he'd have blown Elixir de Nuts out of the water, to be honest with you. He's obviously already beaten Edward Stone twice this year, so although I think Edward Stone will probably adopt front running tactics, I don't know if it'll be as beneficial as it were when he won last time out in Newbury. His jumping head actually looks a lot better when he won here on his reappearance at Cheltenham, and then when he went and won the Tingle Creek at Sandown as well, John Bonds. I think Nico de Boinville could be the key to this horse. Get him settled, get him into a nice jumping routine. He seems to have built up a good bit of rapport with the horse on those 2 starts. The same applies with First Street. I know the Henderson stable form's terrible at the moment, but he has a good run, a good couple of winners, maybe, or a good run with First Street. Lucia ran a big race in the champion hurdle, so all's not lost for that stable. I just think 5 to 1's, it's too good of a price to ignore, really, to be honest with you. So we're going to have a point on John Bond at 5 to 1. He's been drifting right out. That'll be purely down to stable form. I'm going to give Nicky Henderson the benefit of the doubt. I'm sure he'll be grateful to hear that. But I just think John Bond, the price is a long way out. Before Cheltenham last time out, I thought John Bond would be the way to play this race. I think there's been a massive overreaction to that slight mistake. All horses can make them, So I just think 5 to 1's too big about John Bond. So that's the way my hand's been forced, if you will. Moving on to the cross country now, there's the rumour that this might get rearranged for Friday. It's going to be inspected tomorrow. I'm not going to spend too much time on this. I was going to say that I think Coco Beach for Gordon Elliott's a fair bet. Coco Beach, he's not got any previous cross country experience at Cheltenham, but he won over the banks at Punchestown last time out, and he'll appreciate the soft ground. I think he's just a bit of a better play when you look at some of the others in there. Delta Works obviously going to appreciate the soft ground of that, there's no denying. But he's 5 to 2, you're getting 10 to 3 about Coco Beach. yeah, I just think Coco Beach is where to go back. He's 9 as opposed to the 11-year-old. Yeah, I think Coco Beach is a good bet at 10 to 3, to be honest with you. And then my final selection of the day comes in the Grand Annual. And I've always struggled with the pronunciation of this horse, but I've booked Safra, the Gordon Elliott runner, with Jack Kennedy on board, let's just call it that. At 7 to 1, 6 places on Sky Bet. Now, I was with this horse, you may remember, when he finished second last time out behind Calixios. Fair form, you would have to say, although Calixios did underperform a little bit in the Arco today, but by the by. With the premise of taking on Mr. Policeman back then, now Mr. Policeman's come out since and won, giving that form a fair boost. I do think that his mark of 143 looks fairly lenient considering that he was beaten 2 lengths by Calixios, who is now rated, if you just bear with me because it has slipped my mind. Now rated 147 over fences, and Mr. Policeman, as I say, has gone on to win since. He was a winner of the 12 runner chase contest at House when he bet by 40 lengths. You know, you look back at his novice hurdle form, a Great Free Runner beating Buddy One. I just think he's worth a bet. I don't know what it is about him. Probably the fact that he's performed well on soft ground, one on heavy ground. I think he'll handle conditions, that's for sure. Yeah, so he's my bet in the Grand Annual at 7 to 1. Now, not got a bet in the champion bumper, so that concludes tonight's video. A little bit longer than yesterday, so I do apologise for that. Try and keep them short and snappy. There's lots of content out there, so hopefully we can stay in the way of some winners. As I say, if you've had any winners today or you've got any thoughts on the selections from mine, let me know what you're backing tomorrow. Please post them in the comments. Give the channel a follow. Or subscribe to the channel, should I say. Please like the video and follow it over on Twitter/X at RacingTJW. That's all for tonight. Good luck with your punting tomorrow, and I'll see you tomorrow evening for OK Today 3. Cheers.